This next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of welterweight action. Welcoming to the ring first from the blue corner, Worawut Singhabutr.
Yeah. Phone bells clang, shadow box in the mirror. Dreams of the belt, vision getting clearer. Sweat hits the mad grind, never ends. Highland hustlers destined to transcend. Punching at the bag, gloves stained with fight. Round after round, battle shining bright. Footwork fierce, got the moves to evade. Knuckles full of fury, every debt repaid. Highland grind where champions are made.
And now welcoming to the ring from the red corner, Zeeshan Ali.
Isis clash under the neon lights. Bloody sweat painting the canvas tonight. Voices screaming above the roar. Unchained warriors rise in the fire that flames. Global war, the rings to fall. Flesh on fire, breaking bold. One winner under the blazing sun. Fight to death till the war is won. Gloves hit harder like thunder in the storm. Battle cries are off to find a swarm. Cries a savage hymn, endless roar. Champions crowned, but painted.
Introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, wearing blue with yellow trim. Official weight 70 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 3 defeats. Representing Thailand, Worawut Singhabutr. And his opponent finding out the red corner, wearing purple. Official weight 67.26 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 2 victories and no defeats. Hailing out of and proudly representing the United Kingdom, Zeeshan Ali. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, Ajahn Chris Sanyadet. And the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Worawut Dirkau, Mr. Tanin Pumpiu, and Mr. Carlos Costa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Highland Boxing right here at World Siam Stadium in Bangkok City, Thailand. We move on to fight number 8 in the welterweight division. We now move up to 6 rounds of action between Zeeshan Ali from the United Kingdom and Worawut Singhabutr from Thailand.
Yeah, we've seen these two people fight before. We've seen Ali in this ring as well. Will he put on another spectacular performance like he did in his previous fight? He likes to get stuck in early. He likes to get that jab working for him.
Like you love to say, Jimmy, it's always best to work everything off the jab. Ali trying to counter early on with that left hook to the head.
Worawut, a very, very tough fighter as well. I mean, he may not have a victory yet in professional boxing, but he's a very tough fighter. He knows how to get it working. That's a nice jab to the body by Worawut. But Zeeshan staying very calm, and this is what he does. He's very cool, calm, and collected in that ring.
Flashy boxing from Worawut, just like his outfit, her attire at the moment.
Central ring for both of these fighters. The jab battle is going on right now. Jabs to the body, jabs upstairs. Zeeshan's got to get a little bit more active as well. Remember, this is only 6 rounds. You cannot give up many rounds in 6-round action. If you give up 1 or 2 rounds, you're already playing catch-up. You've got to get active.
You talk about that jab battle, Jimmy. What's the best way to win a jab battle from your experience?
Well, the jab battle is all about tempo as well and finding the correct range. If you can then out-tempo your opponent, you give them soft shots and hard shots, but not let them know when it's coming, you start to pick up the pace. Remember, the speed of the jab and the accuracy is going to be more important than that powerful jab. Big right hand downstairs for Worawut.
Jab there again upstairs from Zeeshan. Shelling up here. Worawut taking advantage of it and going downstairs to the body with a left hook.
And there we see Worawut just marching to the body and just start to hammer away, smash at the ribcage of Zeeshan. But Zeeshan comes alive with a nice 1-2. But as you notice, Ali, Zeeshan headhunting whilst Worawut is moving his head. Go to the body when your opponent is moving your head.
Jab to the body there from Zeeshan. Zeeshan feinting it as well. Worawut using his own feints here, catching Zeeshan slightly off guard. Bit of a foot switch there from Worawut and going downstairs to the body. Looks like he missed that shot, but still keeping Zeeshan on his toes. Left hook digs to the body there from Worawut.
Worawut is boxing right now. He's putting on a show for the audience as well, and that's exactly what boxing needs to be. It's theatre at the end of the day. You need to impress the judges, but as well as the audience as well. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from Worawut right now. Zeeshan needs to set the pace. He needs to start coming forward with a jab and believe in that right hand. He's got a great right hand. Worawut wraps him up once again.
Again, Zeeshan still on the front foot. Like you said, headhunting there, trying to land that left hook as a counter, expecting Worawut to jump in, but Worawut did not take the bait.
And I do like that he's going to the chest as well with that jab. That's a veteran move to jab to the chest of your opponent. Just keep mixing the jab up. Beautiful left hand there landed by Zeeshan. Worawut starting to turtle up right now and he grabs onto Zeeshan. That is a good sign that some of these shots are getting through. So good end to the round by Zeeshan Ali. So here we are, folks. We're going to go some action replays soon, but that was a great round. UK taking on Thailand. Here we see Worawut just absolutely smashing away at the body, just really hammering at the ribcage of Zeeshan. And Zeeshan really just giving it up to him as well, allowing him to take these shots. And that is one thing in boxing you can't do. Do not give up your body as early as you can. In the beginning, you're very conditioned. You feel like you can take these big shots. But as the round progresses, these body shots really start to add up. So do not give your opponent any free shots. But a great round for both of these fighters. A very even round. I mean, you could have given that round to either opponent. Worawut landed some beautiful shots, and he was demonstrating great defense as well.
If you're in the corner of Zeeshan Ali, Jimmy, what are you saying to him?
Believe in that right hand and believe in the jab. You've got to double the jab up as well. Jab to the chest, jab to the body, and that right hand will eventually find itself. So Zeeshan's got to be more active with the jab.
Just feel like Zeeshan is putting too much pressure on himself in the first round, whereas Worawut is having the time of his life.
That's a good way to put it. Enjoy it whilst you're in there.
Here we go, round two underway. We are set for 6 if this goes the distance. Double jab to kick things off from Worawut.
I mean, the first round's a great round for people to really learn your opponent, really get your timing down, but you can't take too much time off because you don't want to give up any rounds to the judges. Nice right hand to the body there. Central ring for these fighters.
Worawut looks like he's having a good time in there, smiling at Zeeshan as he picks him off on the outside. Feint there from Worawut. Happy to stand there and wait patiently for Zeeshan to come into range.
And Worawut throwing a lot of feints here. Big right hand gets through, and he gets a nice right hand through for Zeeshan Ali, returning with a right hand of his own. So he takes the right hand and gives on right back. Great stuff by Zeeshan Ali there.
Zeeshan again trying to... Looks like Zeeshan is trying to bait Worawut on the back foot here, Jimmy, to land that left hook. Lands it there and misses with the right uppercut to follow on.
It's almost trying to bait a fisherman as a fish. You need to do something. You need to step in there. You need to try and do something different. Both fighters just waiting for a counter shot that isn't there yet. Nice 1-2 to the body by Worawut.
Worawut again not falling for the game plan of Zeeshan. He tries to move laterally around his opponent. Good left hook there from Zeeshan. That definitely did hit the mark. And he goes in with the right hand, trying to put some pressure on Worawut here, but Worawut ties Zeeshan up inside the clinch.
And that's where Zeeshan needs to be. That jab with a right hand is definitely the shot that works for him. As soon as you land that jab, as soon as you find that range, that's when the right hand needs to come through. Jab for jab action here. Worawut starting to pick things up here. This is a good sign that Worawut has got the attention of Zeeshan. Zeeshan coming forward, and both fighters in the clinch once again, but Zeeshan could actually start fighting in the clinch. Do not allow the referee to break you up. Keep going until he peels you apart. And here it is. That's what Zeeshan needs to do. Work your way out of the clinch. If one arm is free, you can still fight in the clinch.
Yeah, Zeeshan turning up the temperature here in the second round. We've got less than a minute to go. Measuring out the jab. Good right hand to the body there from Worawut, as he still stays relevant in this second round.
Zeeshan now starting to get those jabs to the body working for him. A great jab to the body again. And you can see he's trying to set something up here. That's exactly where he needs to be. Keep that jab going. Keep that left hook pumping as well. Zeeshan doing a much better job now of using that jab. And there it is again.
Feint there in the front foot again from Zeeshan. Trying to set something up as he tries to keep himself Oh, they keep their momentum going here in the second round. Worawut firing back with the left hook and a right hand and pushing off with the jab.
Worawut really entertained the crowd and himself. That's exactly what he needs to be, enjoying it in the moment, but he's in a nice flow state as well. He's seeing the shots coming, he's getting underneath them, but Zeeshan still looks laser focused with that jab. Final moments of round number 2, and that is the end of round number 2. We'll go to some action replays in just a moment, but a great round for both fighters, a very, very close round as well.
Yeah, seeing the replays here, Zeeshan being a bit more aggressive on the front foot, getting tied up in the clinch there, but later on in the round we saw him fight his way out of the clinch, like Jimmy pointed out. As soon as you got a hand free, always try and use that to your advantage. Very aggressive round again from Zeeshan, finally having his own way here in this second round. Like you said, the first round could have gone either way, Jimmy, but on my unofficial scorecard, I think I'll give that to Zeeshan. Yeah,
that second round I would give to Zeeshan as well. I think he landed the crisper shots. He got the attention of Worawut, but Worawut in the opening part of that first round definitely was having an advantage, and then Worawut started to fade ever so slightly. I know we can see a little bit of a swap here, but those names are back to front, let's say. But I still think we might be at a round apiece, depending how you saw that first round.
Here we go, round number 3 coming up. Just about to hit the halfway mark in this 6-round affair, if we go that far. Worawut from Thailand in the blue corner, Zeeshan from the United Kingdom in the red corner. Again, Worawut working off the jab to start off this round.
And here we see central ring now. Worawut with that big grin through the guard. Zeeshan staying nice and focused. And this is where I'd like to see Zeeshan start pumping that jab out. Get that shoulder moving. Start hitting the arms of your opponent. Nice whipping left hook there to counter Worawut's body shot.
Worawut again up to his old tricks that we saw in the previous rounds. Just feinting off the jab. Trying to draw Zeeshan in and keeping him at bay with that jab to the body.
Yeah, Worawut just starting to dip down with those jabs to the body, but less active than he was in the previous rounds. And this is where Zeeshan Ali needs to capitalize on the activity of Worawut. He needs to step things up here. When Worawut starts to fade, that's when Zeeshan needs to get on his bike.
Double jab again, stepping to the left here from Worawut. Jab to the head and to the body from Zeeshan, getting a bit confident, but gets tagged through by a counterpunch from Worawut as he rushed in.
And we just saw there that right hand got the attention of Zeeshan. A great right hand indeed. But you can see Worawut is actually moving on to the right hand of Zeeshan. Zeeshan should really capitalize on throwing that right hand. Instead of relying on just a left hook for your power shot, rely on a right hook to the body or upstairs. And he tries to bring him in central ring. The referee asking for more action. The people have paid for tickets. They want to see some more action. Big right hand upstairs for Worawut.
Worawut again, try not to waste the shot too much against Zeeshan. Want to make sure he picks his punches very wisely and not get drawn into a fight here by Zeeshan. Just sniping him on the outside and keep him guessing with these feints.
Both fighters giving nice counter shots here, but Zeeshan looks very crisp with his shots. He looks very active, but Worawut throwing a lot of feints out there and Zeeshan reacting to all of them. This is exactly where Worawut wants to be. You need to feint your opponent into submission. Big right hand there. Worawut does not follow it up. He just lands the right hand and lets Zeeshan think about it.
But Worawut knows that his right hand is lethal now, knows that he can hurt Zeeshan with it, and he tags him again just before they go into the clinch.
Back into the clinch to go, but I'd like to see both fighters start fighting inside that clinch. The arms are free. You can still fight away at your opponent. Back into the clinch to go. A lot of friendly boxing, good sportsmanship here. 34 seconds to go of round number 3. Halfway through this fight already. Zeeshan comes up with a flurry. Back into the clinch to go.
Oh, push away there from Zeeshan. Protect yourself at all times in boxing. Good left hook, hits the mark there for Zeeshan, and Worawut wisely tying him up inside the clinch. Zeeshan needs to be more active here on the front foot. Right hand goes through there for Worawut, and Zeeshan ties him up in the clinch as well.
And these clinches are working against Worawut right now. I mean, he's nullifying the action. He's not allowing Zeeshan to get any shots off, but the judges are going to notice that he's not engaging in action. He's just trying to close the action. And that's going to work in the favor of Zeeshan. But that was a big right hand by Worawut. There we see the left hand going upstairs. But a great round for both of these fighters, just really throwing everything they possibly can at each other. But a lot of the time, these two fighters were just smothering themselves. They were trying to land these counter shots without really looking where they're going. They need to plant the feet a little bit more. When they're involved in that clinch, they need to start being more active inside that clinch, not allowing themselves to just reset every time the clinch comes. The clinch is still part of the fight, and you've got to release your inner Roberto Duran.
Yeah, you're absolutely right here, Jimmy. Not a bad round there for Worawut. You know, my unofficial scorecard here, I'm 2-1 to Worawut. I'm not sure how you see it.
Yeah, that round I'm very unsure of scoring it as well. It was a very, very close round. Again, we see every angle. The judges only see one panel of the ring. I'm curious to see how that round was scored as well. Back into the action.
Here we go, round number 4 right now. Already over the halfway point in this 6-round affair. Zeeshan staying patient on the outside. So is Worawut as well. Jabbing away at the body. Zeeshan trying to fire his jab to the head.
You can see Zeeshan looks very, very calm again, but he looks like he's got a little bit more energy. Worawut looks like he's slightly fading here. His jabs are getting more lazy. His jabs to the body are being overshone as well. So I think Zeeshan has got to capitalize here and start to turn up the tempo. You've got to know when to turn up the gas in a fight, and that's where Zeeshan needs to be. And that's exactly what Ali needs to do. Zeeshan Ali needs to start fighting out of that clinch, and those right hands were definitely working for him.
Zeeshan again on the front foot, doubling up on the jab. Worawut trying to time him with that right hand, missing that time.
Jab upstairs by Worawut, but again, Worawut not really doing much of anything in this round. It almost looks like he's taking a round off, but a big right hand gets through. Worawut looking for the crisp shots. He's going for the quality rather than the quantity in this round.
And the quality always going to give you the good longevity inside a fight, especially when it's 6 rounds of action, making sure that you don't tire out too early. Really like the tactics of Worawut, just being able to feint his way off the jab and using the jab on the back foot like he did just there.
You know, Zeeshan is only in his 3rd professional fight. He's boxing well with a big right hand upstairs. Worawut trying to tangle him up. Zeeshan trying to fight his way out of this clinch, but that's where the referee steps in. But that's exactly what Zeeshan Ali needs to do. Just keep fighting until the ref peels you off.
Jab there from Worawut on the front foot, twice in a row. Feinting in there off the jab again. Zeeshan waiting patiently, not falling for it. Not falling for it at all, trying to work off his own jab. As Worawut pushes forward, trying to dig it to the body, but Zeeshan evading it.
And we're already into our longest fight of the night without a knockdown. Both fighters just trying to outbox each other. And then we see a nice push away for Worawut. But again, you can't push somebody in boxing. The referee's got to break you apart there. Big right hand to the left hook to the body by Worawut. Zeeshan returns with a right hand of his own.
Worawut just happy to punch and move there. Get off the center line against Zeeshan.
And I think there was almost a clash of heads there, but that's what's going to happen when both fighters try and engage in the clinch. Big right hand upstairs. Worawut evades the damage, but Worawut is never completing his combinations. He's landing a right hand without really doing anything afterwards.
Zeeshan still hungry on that front foot. Jab there from Zeeshan, going to the chest that time. Right hand goes through the middle. Worawut retreating inside the clinch. Zeeshan staying active with hooks and uppercuts to the head.
They were to the back of the head. That was not a legal punch by Zeeshan Ali. Frustration Nation, but definitely shots to the back of the head.
Here we go with the action replays right now from that 4th round. Much better round for Zeeshan Ali in the red corner. We saw Worawut sticking to the same game plan we saw in the previous rounds, just making sure that he's active on the back foot with the jab and facing Zeeshan Ali as he comes in. But Zeeshan Ali able to close the distance in that round, getting a bit of success on the front foot with his straight punches and landing the hook. Bit of dirty boxing inside the clinch, but staying relevant and staying active is a good thing for me, in my opinion, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, when you clinch your opponent, it's mainly for your own benefit. You're trying to slow down the action. You're just trying to get a little bit of time. But the judges do not want to see someone constantly clinching. There's a hug and there's a clinch, and sometimes, you know, Worawut is just grabbing him to stop the action. I do like that Zeeshan was fighting out, but you can't hit to the back of the head there. Maybe a sign of frustration. But this is our longest fight so far of the night, and it's been a good fight, a very close fight, but I think Zeeshan is starting to take over this fight as well.
Here we go, round 5 underway. This is the penultimate round here of this welterweight affair. Zeeshan Ali in the red gloves with the purple shorts, and Worawut in the blue gloves with the blue shorts and the floral trim.
Big punches being exchanged early in this round. This is the 5th round, and to me, it's a very close fight. This 5th round could be the most important round of the fight. This is the one that really starts to avalanche the fight in your favor. You want to get a lopside in the judges' scorecard, and that's what we're seeing. Both fighters need to be active. Both fighters need to be looking for those big, hard shots.
See Ali trying to wade his way in. Slipping and dipping, trying to slip and dip through some shots. Anticipate that Worawut is going to throw.
Zeeshan's doing exactly what he needs to do here. He's almost got Worawut in a cat and mouse game. He's got him where he wants to be. The referee asking for more engagement. And this is where Worawut should really push the pace as well. Whenever the referee says you need to engage more, that's when you can start going for it. But Zeeshan with a nice 1-2 down the middle. Worawut trying to clinch on. And this is where Zeeshan could start digging to the body with those hooks.
Good right hand there from Worawut, landing it 2 times in a row and taunting his man to come forward and engage with him in a fist fight. Is that something that Zeeshan wants to partake in, Jimmy?
Absolutely not. You do not want to walk into your own opponent's spider web. You want to stay out of that as much as you can. Zeeshan did a good job of not taking the bait there. You need to take your ego out of the fight. You're not a macho man in the boxing ring. You're trying to win a boxing match, not a fight. Central ring for both of these fighters. A minute to go. Nice double jab with the right hand. Zeeshan comes alive with a nice combination. And this could be the deciding part of this round. Zeeshan really starting to land these crisp punches.
Jab there from Zeeshan. Dropping his guard slightly. Going for the head and going to the body. Missing both times. Worawut coming back with his own hard right hand. Again, Zeeshan not letting go. Still on the front foot, still staying active, trying to hit him with the left hook. And on the stalk here, hunting down Worawut as he backs off.
And this is the problem, what Worawut has right now. He's landing some nice counter shots, but it's just too far in between. He's maybe landing 4 or 5 good punches per round, while Zeeshan is maybe landing 8 or 9 good punches per round, along with a lot of flurries that are hitting the arms and the gloves, which pays into the judges' scorecards as well. Start the round strong, end the round strong. Zeeshan complaining maybe about a bit of a headbutt there once again. Neither fighter want to engage here. Both are definitely scared of each other's power. And there we see a nice 1-2. And we're going into a 6th round. The first fight to make it to the final round. So we will have a deciding round, it looks like. But here we see some action replays. We see the 1-2 following up here. And this is where Worawut had a great flurry. He went upstairs, he went to the body, he got the attention of Zeeshan. But when you get the attention of Zeeshan, it really does light a firework. He just starts to come alive. He starts to land more counters, doing exactly what he needs to do. And there we see that 1-2 followed up with a 1-2 once again. I mean, this 6th round to me is so important for both of these fighters, depending how the judges are seeing it. I think Zeeshan is definitely up on the scorecards. I've got him up by at least 3 to 4 rounds, depending how you want to score some of these power shots.
I mean, you've got to applaud the tactics from Worawut, though, being able to last this long in this 6th round fight. Love how he's just used the jab and the feints on the back foot, but Zeeshan sticking to the game plan and being aggressive on the front foot as much as possible while trying to land his own counters, Jimmy.
Absolutely, that is counter-puncher versus counter-puncher. Lack of engagement for both of these fighters in this fight, but it's definitely been a chess match. Both fighters moving their pawns, but not knowing how to use them.
Right hand digs to the body there from Worawut twice in a row. Bit of desperation here from Worawut in this 6th and final round of this welterweight fight.
And this is the only way I think Worawut can really win. He's got to dominate this round. He's got to do something spectacular. He's got power. He's got a good right hand. But Zeeshan has got the footwork, and it looks like Zeeshan's fitness level is just that much better. He's staying crisp. He's staying active. Big right hand for Zeeshan Ali over the top.
Yeah, well-placed right hand there from Zeeshan Ali. He's definitely been the accurate puncher of the two in this fight. And Worawut lucky to get a telling off there by the referee. as he chews up a bit of the clock, just trying to collect himself. Another right hand there through the middle from Zeeshan Ali.
What a great right hand. Another right hand gets through. Worawut trying to grab on. And as we know, the referee could give him a warning here. You can't keep grabbing onto your opponent like that.
It all started with that left hook, a punch that Ali has tried to land so many times in this fight off the back foot, but landing it aggressively on the front foot as he walks down Worawut in this 6th and final round.
Wow, he takes a big right hand and he does not take a back step. Zeeshan Ali marching the man down who just punched him with a big, big right hand. The heart of Zeeshan Ali is being shown right now. Worawut not pushing the pace when he needs to. This is where Worawut needs to push forward. Big right hand gets through. Zeeshan returns with a jab to the body.
Jab there from Zeeshan Ali to the chest. Worawut landing his own jab at the same time.
A great fight so far. The UK taking on Thailand in this fantastic welterweight fight. Big right hand for Worawut once again, but he's landing 1-punch combinations while Zeeshan is landing 3-punch combinations. It's just a battle of the mass right now.
Like you said, Jimmy, early on, quality over quantity for Worawut in the blue corner, but he needs to be more busy, in my opinion. Needs to do exactly that. Just dig it to the body there against Zeeshan Ali.
And this is where he needs to be. Every time he lands that shot, he needs to follow it up with maybe 1 or 2 more shots. Otherwise, the referee and the judges are going to favor the man who can land the cleaner shot. 4 shots being landed for Zeeshan, 1 shot being landed for Worawut, but the hard shots are being landed by Worawut. It's a classic tale of quality over quantity, Ali.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Worawut using the jab to step off to the left, moving laterally around Zeeshan. Zeeshan diving in with a left hook, getting tied up in the clinch by Worawut. 9 seconds of this round.
It is a case of who wants it more now, who's willing to push that pace, who's willing to try and take it away from their opponent. Back into the clinch they go. And I think Worawut just maybe believes he's got this already in the bank. And there we are, folks. That is the end of this welterweight fight. 6 rounds of action we have just witnessed. The UK taking on Thailand. Here we see some action replays. Worawut pushing him away. And we can just see that Zeeshan had so many moments where he was landing so many great shots, but Worawut just absolutely blasting away with this right hand. There were moments in this round and this fight where both fighters looked stumbled. Both fighters landed beautiful shots upstairs, but was it enough? Worawut running around the ring like he's won it, but to be honest, I think Zeeshan may have taken it, but again, I'm just a man on a microphone. Let's go to Mr. Denman with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Worawut scores it 56-58. Judge Tanin scores it 57-58. And Mr. Kolos scores it 56-58. And your winner, by way of unanimous decision, Zeeshan Ali.